Welcome everybody to the 6th race of the championship at Silverstone this time out, and we are in qualifying, and let's just have a look at what times people are setting. Right, well, Abe obviously taking provisional pole right now of a 57.6. I mean, there's no surprise about that. Absolutely, yeah, dominant season. Well, Sert Plug though coming right at it, a 57.675, only 600th of a second slower than Abe, though Abe obviously will be improving, and he does. A 57.390 is what he could do. Sert Plug currently 2.6 seconds down on his time. Definitely not where he would want to be. But nevertheless, it is good going from him. Abe still continuing to improve on his time, as we can actually, let's go a different camera here. Really, all the cameras we have? Alright. Well, just do that one. Abe still improving 2/10 up on his time as it currently stands. Silverstone being one of his better tracks, I think. Although I'm not really sure about it. Abe still continuing to improve corner by corner. He's currently heading into the final 3 corners. Obviously, I would count this one as the final corner, but most people don't. He's 4/10 up on his time as he goes off onto the curb. A good amount of runoff there. And he might be just getting into the 56 range here, because he comes across the lines of 57.0. It's very, very close to a 56. But it's just not enough. Sert Plug was 3/10 up on his time, which would have put him at 57.3. Currently a 57.4, 57.5 predicted as he comes through the final corner now. What will it be for Sert Plug as he comes towards the line, hoping to extend the gap between him and Christoph, who currently is only a 10th behind as he comes across the line at 57.5 in the Honda, looking pretty good. There's actually 16 people. Sert Plug still enjoying the Honda, as I hear, very much. So that's good to see. You know, it's not a car that's very popular in the ACC community. Now let's look a little bit further down the grid. Tim Sieb making a show at 4th place, currently at 57.8, only a 10th away from Christoph, who currently has taken an outlap. Dries Verhulst is in 5th, and he is actually quite a way away from Tim Sieb. Then comes Oliver Ewig, pretty close behind him is Fabio Galamini. That is very good. Currently in 7th, only 1/100th of a second slower than Oliver Ewig, and he is going out on a fast lap, so we'll see how that pans out. Marco Harsono is going to be finishing off his flying lap, his first flying lap. So is Sven Viviki. He has done a lap, actually. And we'll see what it will be. As he is 2/10 up, he's trying to get ahead of Kanahara Hutama and maybe even Philip Hines. As he comes across the line now, and he does beat Philip Hines as well. Very good job by him. He moves up into 8th place. Marco Harsono, 8/10 up on a lap. Not sure what lap it is, but he is looking to move out of 14th and to go up into the top 10. And it's so close. Marco Harsono, good stuff by him to put himself up into 11th place. Dries Verhulst, actually look, the weather is way improving. It was way darker in the early stage. Now it is looking nice and bright. So, yeah, I don't know really what to say. Good stuff by the weatherman to bring us some good weather. Tim Meyer, 8/10 up on a lap as well. Not sure what lap it is. As he comes across the line, and it is enough for 13th for Tim Meyer in the Aston Martin. That Aston Martin absolutely flying down the straights. And overall, a pretty beast of a car. The Aston Martin getting minus 13 in a BOP. As Philip Hines moves up into 6th place with a 58.6. Great stuff by him. He moves ahead of Oliver Ewig. As not many other people are improving on their laps. Christoph, though, did. He did a 57.6. And he does not improve there either, as he's now got Gianluca De Luca as they collide. And to be fair, that is neither of their fault, or at least as it looked like from here. It just didn't look like it was anybody's fault there, but nevertheless, collision is a collision. Philip Hines looking to get ahead of Dries Verhulst, as he only needs about a 10th or 2 in order to go up into 5th place. It won't change his row, but it will change the side of where he starts. Now, he is currently 1 whole 10th up on his best, which is a 58.6. Looking to improve. Now there is Oliver Ewig going very, very wide on the straight. Definitely not the line to take around there, as Philip Hines coming towards the final corners. And was he a little bit too narrow into that corner? Not sure, as it does look like he lost a bit of time there. He's now only a 10th up, and he might lose it through this final kink as he comes across the line now. Is it enough to get ahead of Dries Verhulst? No, it's not. 7,000ths of a second. He's slower than Dries Verhulst, and unfortunately, he's going to have to stay in 6th place for the meantime. As Abe flashes purple, pretty much coming through cops. He is doing the same exact time as he did on his best flying lap. As he continues to flash purple here and there. Kanahari Hutama 2/10ths up on his time as well, and most people into the 59s. Awais Khan only able to do a 201.722, and he is letting a bunch of people through, as now he's got the number 15 of Somaviki behind him, who is very much on a slower lap, and he's going to be slowing down to try and get a better entry and exit for the next lap, as Awais Khan is going to set off to try and beat his 201. Gianluca De Luca, one of... Oh my god, the game is so loud. Exterior engine, yeah, just get that whole thing out. Gianluca De Luca letting the hot lappers by, as he is going to have to really prepare for this final lap, as I think he wants it to be valid, because a valid lap is going to do him great wonders here. As he now sets up and goes towards the line. The old F1 straight, as this is currently not being used for F1. It is the new F1 straight. I like how they just didn't really care about the names. New F1, old F1. Keep it nice and short. Awais Khan 3/10ths up on his time. He ideally needs a second in order to get into the 2-minute times. He's about 6/10ths up on his time right now. You can go on board with him right now and see just what's going on as he comes on towards the straight. It's either the Hamilton or the Hangar straight. I don't know which one it is. The Hangar straight is the one which had a hangar. Wow. And the Hamilton straight, no clue which one that is. Awais Khan now a whole second up. As I said, he needed that second in order to get into the 2-minute times, as he now tries to get a better exit. Did slow himself down a little bit by pushing the car a little bit too much when it was understeering. As he comes towards the line now, 1.5 seconds up. He's nearly into the 159s. Good stuff by Awais Khan, and he is close into the 159s, and he's going to have one more lap to try and get it sorted. As Dries now 4/10ths up. Ideally, he would need also a second in order to get onto the second row of the grid, but it's just not meant to be. Third in the pits right now. So is Tim Sieb. Christoph still out there and still pushing on, trying to go and get onto the front row to get ahead of Søren Pleur, as these guys have been pretty close throughout the season. So who knows? Gianluca De Luca setting a valid lap and unfortunately invalidating his next one, so that is going to be it for his qualifying session. As Dries now 4/10ths up. This is going to be a good improvement for him, but it's just not enough. It's a 58.0. He's only 2/10 off as he destroys his car. Well, obviously the mechanics are going to do wonders, and they're going to replace it in under a second. Andrew Priatko currently in 10th. He'd need 3/10 in order to get ahead of Fabio Gallimini. And he's only in the middle sector now, so he's still got a lot to gain and a lot to lose. Does Andrew Priatko in the McLaren, and it looks like he's got a lot to lose at the moment as he is going slower. Waze Khan, on the other hand, going 3/10 up. He's trying to put it into the 159s. It's not going to move him up any positions, but it is just that pride as Waze Khan does do a 59.7. Good stuff by him. The next person to come across the line will be Andrew Priatko, who's currently losing and gaining every single corner. Every single corner he's losing and gaining. As he now comes towards the final complex of corners to try and get ahead of Fabio Gallimini. He needs 3/10, which he can easily gain, I think, in the final corner, as long as he does it right, as he comes now towards the kink. And I don't think it's going to be enough. And Andrew Priatko will have to settle for 10th. As Gianluca De Luca coming towards the line. And that is it for the qualifying session. And that is it for the qualifying session, indeed. As we can now have a quick look. Oh my god, please, camera. There we go. We can have a quick look at our starting grid. There's no wonder, there's no shock in me saying that Abe has taken pole position yet again, and alongside him is Sir Plug. Then on the second row is Christoph and Tim Sieb. Then is Dries and Philip Heinz on his debut on the sixth race. Ganahara Hutama takes 7th place with Oliver Ewig in 8th. Fabio Gallimini in 9th and Andrew Priatko in 10th place. Then comes Sven Mabiki in 11th and Marco Harsono in 12th. Then is Lars Buis in 13th and Tim Meyer in 14th in the Aston Martin. A pretty good car, and also he's got a very good sponsor on there, which is Go Setups. So if you do want to get some quality setups for yourself, do go down in the description and use our code, or what is it called? Our affiliate link, and you can help us by helping yourself by getting some great setups from Go Setups. That is absolutely coincidental that he's got Go Setups on his car. Waze Khan is in 15th, and Gianluca De Luca, unfortunately for him, is going to have to start last in 16th. But if you've got any predictions, do drop them in the chat. Personally, I have no clue. I never like to make predictions, personally, because it makes me look stupid. But if I was to say who was going to win, if Abe doesn't have any problems, then it's going to be him. I mean, if he starts anywhere close to first, he is most likely to win. Now, is it sometimes partially due to some unforeseen situations that he gets first, like in the Silverstone multi-class race, where like the top 3 decided to just ram each other off the road? Yeah, but would he still have won? Most likely. I mean, considering the amount of traffic he had that day, considering the amount of traffic the top 3 had that day, there is a big possibility he would have still taken the win. So, Abe, most likely, undoubtedly going to take this win. Now, the fight for P2 and P3 is going to be a little bit spicier. Sir Plug will be under attack from Christoph, probably Another really quick person, not probably, he is one of the quicker people in the season, and Tim Sieb making his, he's kind of like the underdog. I haven't really seen much of Tim Sieb before the season. Like, you know, I've seen Christoph in Apex 1, Sir Pluch, obviously, he's participated in a lot of our competitions before, and I've seen him around as well, and others. He's super quick. Abe, no explanation needed to him. You know who he is. We know who he is. He's out there. Dries also had his absolute great races out there. A lot of them hampered by hardware issues. We've seen it in Nürburgring where he stopped at the side of the track. Nothing he could have done there at all. But Tim Sieb kind of flying under the radar for me. And I like it. You know, he's starting on the second row alongside all of these other drivers. And he's got a quite good chance to get up there and fight for the podium, or even fight for the top step if Abe has some sort of issues with his car. Further down the grid, I think it's going to be just a big fight for the midfield. I think it's going to be one of those classic races where there's just no way to know who is going to be out there, who is going to be even close to getting, you know, P5 or P6. It's just going to be a train full of people until somebody makes a mistake or crashes into somebody. Yeah. Let's go, Abe. Easy win for the team. Yeah, where have you been? Easy win for the team, but it doesn't look like you're really participating in the team game, Mr. SNB Racing. You can't expect Abe to do all the work and try and win you the championship. Tut tut. And even then you're not winning the championship, as it stands. Oh, well, it will update though. I completely forgot. Greco for the win, exactly. He's had a pretty good season with a lot of bad things going on. He's had that crash at Spa with the back marker, which saw him out of the contentions for P1. Definitely saw him out of the position of finishing in P2, which he could have, 100% he could have finished in P2 that race. Take my word for it. He's also had a couple races where he just didn't make it in time, and he started from the back. And then he was in the middle of all sorts of trouble. When he's got a good starting position is where he absolutely shines. So, I agree, Greco, for sure, could win this. Especially because he won the 4th race of the season. You know, he won at, what was it, Monza. He won at Monza. And he won at Bathurst, didn't he? I'm not going crazy that he won at Bathurst. Greco's just Greco. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Damn right. Yeah, he did win at Bathurst as well. For some reason, just completely forgot that. Well, there we go. 2 wins this season. 2 wins. Although currently starting in 3rd. I wouldn't count him out of it. I wouldn't count him out of it. That Ferrari has some pretty good race pace, if I say so. Pretty good race pace. But now, we get going for the formation lap. There's 3 races, including this one, to go. Until the all-deserved break. For everybody. Apart from the 24 hours of Bathurst. That's not going to be a break for anybody. Especially for the stewards. As, yeah, there's going to be one team which are going to be sweating it out, I think. You know, some might take it chill. But, you know, the Papega Squad team, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Yeah, Papega squad team will not take it too lightly with Blaine Hall, Luke Whitehead, Nicholas Huben, Fred Olsen, Forsberg, and George Boothby participating. That one for sure is not going to be a chill race for them. He's just done no prep for this. I think he's taken it as a chill series. Fair enough, actually. You know, sometimes you do need a breather from all of the AOR and LFM and VCO and all of that stuff. Just take a breather. Have some genuine fun. Fighting and crashing. Which is why Wreckfest is just so popular. Don't forget MSR at 24-hour Bathurst. Absolutely. Absolutely, we cannot forget that. And hello indeed, Mr. Gilles Allemand. Haven't seen you this season that much. You've done one race, I think, or 2 races. And just decided to not. Big sad. Big sad. Right, well, lining up side by side, finally. I could not try and waffle on for longer. Where is my water? Somebody steal my water. Nope. My water's right here. Take a nice big sip. Ready for the chaos that Cops is going to be. Wow. Abe Santaman. He will be hoping that Greco, as a lot of people call him, or Christoph, does not get a good start and dive down his inside and do a little bit of Hamilton Verstappen 2021 antiques. He's also going to be hoping that Serpluk gets some good wheel spin from that Honda. Well, what we're hoping for is that the Marshal waves that green flag and we go racing once again at Silverstone. And where will it happen? It happens now. Abe getting a pretty good start. He's cutting right in front of Serpluk to get that better entry into the corner. Christoph right behind them. Tim Sieb fighting with Dries Verhaals. Remember, these guys are teammates. They're both driving for Blue Hawk Racing. And that was very, very close as Dries Verhaals taking it around the outside and already ahead of Tim Sieb for 4th place. Philip Hines right behind them. Marco Harsona, a little bit of a collision with Fabio Galamini as he's now trying to get back on Andrew Piatko, who's had a pretty good start. He's already up into 9th place. Fabio Galamini down into 11th. He's lost 2 positions. Awais Khan also losing a position to Gianluca De Luca, as Gianluca De Luca trying to go round the outside of Sven Viviki, as Tim Meyer going round the outside of Lars Buis, the other Blue Hawk car, as there's a lot of Blue Hawk cars out here today. Tim Meyer up into 12th place. From 14th, there's Fabio Galamini going very much sideways. There was also somebody sideways there. There's, oh, cars flying round everywhere. Marco Harsono has a big hole in his side pod and he's back into the pits. Fabio Galamini's got quite a bit of damage on his car. So does Gianluca De Luca and Sven Viviki as he was sent flying. So was Tim Meyer, the other shortcut racing car. And the rest have gotten away with it quite nicely here. Gianluca De Luca trying to make a move on Awais Khan, as Sven Viviki also trying to take back those positions that he lost. Haven't started ACC for 3 weeks. I feel you, brother. I haven't raced ACC in about 2 months, maybe. Apart from that one time that I tried to do the 24-hour race, but I won't count that. I've just been doing rallycross. Gianluca De Luca, though, getting very, very close to the back of Awais Khan as they now finally finish the first lap. And you know what? Not too big of an accident this time out. Only Marco Harsono feeling the pain of that one. He's currently in the pits and no one knows if he's going to come back out, as Christoph behind Serpluk. Serpluk already 1.3 seconds behind Abe. That's just how dominant Abe is. As Christoph now in the slipstream behind third Pleur, trying to go for the position. He goes down the inside. That was going to be quite an ambitious move. Third Pleur, though, not phased by that. I think he's seen worse as Christoph around the outside off the chicane. Can he possibly muster a move? He's still got his nose in there. He does make a little bit of contact. Third Pleur not phased by it at all. He is not feeling the pressure. But Greco flashing his lights. So he does not seem to be too happy that he's stuck behind Sir Pleur. Obviously, he wants to be moving up the grid as quick as possible. Tim Sieb behind his teammate, trying to regain fourth place. You know, what's better than fifth place? It's fourth place, so he really wants to get up there. And the worst thing, he lost it to his teammate, which could also be a good thing, but it also is a bad thing, you know. That's the last person you want to be losing your position to. As Oliver Ewig very much not using the racing line there as he tumbles down a couple of positions down into 9th. As it looks like he's spun out. I've too much fun. Yeah, I'm gonna be yeah, you know what? Wait, what's your I rating? Or maybe I should friend you on iRacing. That's a good idea. As, oh, look at that, Sir Pluk and Mikowski. Oh my god, I do not need to say that name. Sir Pluk and Christoph were trading positions now. They're in a big battle here. It's nearly going to be a four-way battle for P2. It's Christoph losing quite a bit of positions. But it is the best chance Tim Sieb has in order to prove himself and to get up there and overtake the Apex 1 driver, as he does not look to be in the greatest of shapes right now. And I'm not sure if there was contact or not. As Abe able to just fly away. As Christoph pressuring on Dries Verhulst. And I wouldn't even say this is pressuring, this is torturing. He is right on his tail through every single corner, and Dries, he's not going to be able to defend for much longer. And there is Dries. And there is Christoph ahead of Dries, and it looks like they might have made contact, as Dries is now behind Tim Sieb as well. Which is very, very unusual. Yeah, I need to friend you, Mr. Shilzana, man. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna assume that this is you. It is. Wait, what the hell? What's happened? I go away for a second. Right, let's go back. 30 seconds. See what's happened. Tim Sieb. Behind him is Dries Verhulsten. Is it going to be the classic? Oh, no. Oh, it's teammate against teammate murder. Dries and team. Oh! Completely miscalculating the rejoin as well. Dries and Team Sieb fighting it out, and that's gonna be a hard conversation after the race. Accepted it. Let's go. Hey, you know what? If we both do the 24-hour of Daytona, we might actually be in the same split. Right, why did my computer just hang itself like that? I'm not sure what that was. I pressed Z. And it did that. I'm not going to be pressing the Z. Dries already ahead of Lars Buis. Lars Buis not really going to be fighting that position, I don't think. Wait, do all of them have the same... Why are they all running the Dries? Why is everybody... Okay, Dries has the Dries livery. But Lars Buis has the Dries livery. I hope that... Yes, Serd has his own livery, so... Why is Lars Buis being left out? And why does... Tim Sieb just not even have? I don't think I'll be able to drive 24-hour Daytona for MSR. Hey, there's always a spot available in the 296 seat in our team. Is all I can say. You know, we've got me. We've got Hunor. I think it's a good investment. Serd Plug there, having a bit of a moment. 296 and not the LMDH. Well, we've got an LMDH team as well. And they're driving the Caddy, if you are interested in that. Why does it say error? YouTube is not receiving enough. Not experiencing enough smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffing. Okay. Oh, buffering, not buffing. I'd be down for it. Hey. Anytime, my DMs are open. Right. My PC is doing the thing. My DMs are open all the time. Completely be up for it. And we probably might need one more GT3 driver, I think, for the 24-hour. If it would be possible, I'd love to drive you. Mate, I'd love to drive you too. It would be absolutely amazing and absolutely bonkers. But I mainly drive the GT3s, not the LMDHs. I think I'm just not ready for LMDHs at all. That stuff scares me. But I will be doing the Raw as well. I'll be doing it in the GT4. But as we look on, Christoph getting closer to Serd Plug for second place this time. Yeah, exactly. DMs are always open. You know, anything, just hit me up. Gianluca De Luca already coming into the pits. Unfortunate stuff for him, really. Yeah, no worries, mate. Alright, Gilles, have a good one. Now we can focus on the race instead of talking about iRacing. Although, talking about iRacing, if you are watching this after the stream, or if you're watching this during the stream, I would like to know your opinion on the possibility of having iRacing events. It is something that I've been thinking of, something that I think the league has been thinking of, and it just would be that little bit extra bit of content, obviously behind a certain paywall by the game, enforced by the game. But I think it would be worth it. Like, let's say, what was I thinking the other day? Oh, dirt road racing. So like rallycross and all of that. Personally, I've been having an absolute blast in rallycross stuff, and it's the most unhinged racing series that just brings the most amount of fun and joy, because you get to jump these VW Beetles over these amazing jumps, and then go into gravel, and then go into dirt, and then go into asphalt and all of that, and it's just bonkers. As two fights really breaking out of here. Christoph and Serd, and then Tim Meyer, Tim Sieb, and the Lars, and Lars Buers. Fight of the Tims and Lars. I'd be down for iRacing events. Mixed classes would always be enjoyable. Exactly. And Serplach and Christoph finding each other's bumpers. You know, I don't think it would be necessarily a championship format like our ACC races, but something like, I don't know, 6 hours of, I'm not even sure, 6 hours of Le Mans. I just like Le Mans personally, but 6 hour Le Mans, for example, and then do it like GT3, GT4, or maybe, because there are no LMPs in ACC, which is like the big deal breaker for a bunch of people. I mean, personally, nope. You know, I don't mind not driving the LMDs. But some people like to have the closed wheel Formula 1 style racing, where you're just going like 300 billion miles per hour and just, you know, having to manage your battery and all of that. So yeah, NMDHs, GT3, maybe LMP2 in the mix. I don't think GT4 would be a good car to put in a race with LMPs or LMDHs, just because of how slow they are. Because like you can be on the same page as an LMDH in a GT3 for about a corner, depending on how fast the corner is. But a GT4 and an LMDH, I don't think GT4s will be able to react quick enough for LMDHs, and I don't think LMDHs will be able to react quick enough at how fast they are approaching a GT4. So, you know, if you've got any ideas for iRacing races, do drop them down below. I'm personally thinking something like, you know what are the one-off events happening, and we'll just go off that, really. iRacing events 2024. You know, let's say February, we do, oh my god, imagine Bathurst but with LMDH cars. I don't know, I think that would just be insane. There's just no way that you can do that. LMDH on Bathurst. Definitely GT3, GT4. Maybe touring cars on there as well. But like GT3, GT4, MX5. I would do that. Just remember that. February 6 hour endurance. GT3, GT4, MX5. There's no reason that I'm putting MX5. Definitely no reason. Definitely not because I own one. That would be preposterous. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people lap the F1 around Bathurst. Wow. That thing's insane around there. But what is also insane is Dries Verhulst making his way from the midfield up into the top 7 now. Let's look at the switchback that he nearly had on Andrew Priatko though, as he tries to go round the outside into the chicane, and again he's just trying to do the switchback as Andrew Priatko trying to cover it off, but how long is he going to be able to cover it off for? As, by the way, Andrew Priatko, we've seen him improve quite a lot throughout this season. You know, he started off by being one of the slower people out on the track to being actually a relatively what was I gonna say? A relatively competent, no, not competent, that sounds bad. A relatively competitive driver, there we go, relatively competitive driver. So, very good improvement. You know, if I had to give an improvement award, Andrew Priatko, definitely. Nobody would survive a full race though. I'd love to try a 45-minute sprint in the LMDHs around Bathurst. Stamp, ready to go. I would do it. But I would definitely do this. I would do 6 hours in an MX5. In an MX5. In an MX5. There we go. Definitely. Christoph still trying to torture Søren Pluch out of P2. Although it's not really working. As now Dries finally passed Andrew Priatko. Christoph not willing to give up. Not yet, at least. Let's just have a quick little check of weather. Oh. Oh my god, no. Let's just take a nice little screenshot of the CPU performance. So, oh, Gianluca De Luca having a stop go 30 for pit speeding, for speeding in the pits, not pit speeding, speeding in the pit lane. And that's really unfortunate because he's going to have to do 2 more pit stops after that. And still, Christoph, he's getting close, but he's not getting close enough. Oh, into the pits goes Christoph. Very late decision, very split-second decision. It's Christoph now. See how long this pit stop is going to be. As also Dries. Was that? No, that was Gianluca De Luca coming out of the pits. And unfortunately for him, he's going to have to do another pit stop. Has he got another stop go 30? I don't think he's going to continue this race. As Christoph! Very close there. Yeah. Nah, that's the last thing you want to see on the pit exit. Is a standing car. There's Oliver Ewing now in a big battle here with Ganahade, Hutama and Dries for 4th place. It's the double McLaren versus one singular Ferrari. And Ganahade now hoping to not get scraped by Oliver Ewing, as will one of them come into the pits? Oliver Ewing does indeed. And I'm pretty sure Dries, yeah, Dries still has to come in. Where's Gianluca De Luca? Is Gianluca De Luca still out there? Yeah, he's still out there actually. I did not expect him to be out there, so good resilience on him to keep going. You know, having to do 2 more pit stops on top of 2 pit stops that he's already done. I don't know. I don't think I'd be feeling too great. Surplus in the pits. Let's see, where is Christoph? He is coming in hot. Here is Surplus. He is exiting the pits now. Christoph through the first corner. Can he get ahead of Surplus? It's going to be very, very close on the exit. Christoph might just be able to get ahead of Surplus. Surplus, remember, he's going to be on colder tires. He's not going to be able to defend the position. And that is how Christoph takes net P2. And all he did was blink a lap before Surplus did, and now Surplus on colder tires will not be able to attack, and all he's going to do is damage his tires if he tries to attack, so he's just going to have to think of a different plan. And Dries still in a battle here with Ganahari Hutama. After Oliver Ewig came into the pits for his mandatory pit stop. And Ganahari Hutama into the pits. There's Gianluca De Luca coming out of the pits now. And he is going to have to do another pit stop. And another pit stop! Oh my god. Gianluca De Luca collecting these stop goes. Like an like a king. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Although I'm not sure, is he stopping every single time? Yes, he is. And every time, oh my god, he's already done 3 pit stops, which aren't counting towards his actual pit stop. There are 8 minutes to go in this race. So he's still got some time in order to fulfill his mandatory pit stop, as long as he doesn't do any more stop goes. Has he done a mandatory? No, he's not. He's only been doing stop go penalties and then getting more stop go penalties. Oliver Ewig jumping. Oh my god. Wow, I don't know where that came from. Oliver Ewig jumping Ganahari Hutama for 9th place, as he had a 1.6 second quicker pit stop than Ganahari. Actually, I just want to have a look. So Gianluca De Luca now will go on helmet cam. He's going to have to come into the pits again. And where is he braking for this? Well, that's just too quick. He's going to get another stop-go penalty. I'm not sure if he's trolling or not. But Abe now into the pits as well. He's actually coming out of the pits. Andrew Pliatko into the pits. So is Tim Sieb. I for a second, for some reason, thought that Christoph took the lead there. Net lead. But he did actually close the gap between him and Abe. 5 seconds only the gap now. Question is Gianluca De Luca gonna come out of the pits and get another stop-go penalty? Because I'm pretty sure he is. I cannot believe it. He's being disqualified. What is he being disqualified for? I don't know at this point. But that's just sad. I cannot believe it. He got disqualified for, I think it's for not serving his penalty. It could be for just excessively speeding in the pits. As Dries into the pits. Anybody else gets in the stop-go penalty? No. Fabio Gallamini taking the lead of the race until he has to come in. Plug still fighting on with Christoph. So is Tim Sieb with Ganahari Hutama. Not sure why Tim Sieb had such a slow pit stop. He's down into 9th. As Dries oh my god, what's happened to Dries? Why is he all the way? Oh, he had a pit stop, right. That's why he's down in 13th. No need to worry. No, he's not down in 13th. Why was he letting Ganahari Hutama through? He's up into 8th place. Plug, on the other hand, is trying to get up onto 3rd place. What will be net P2. As Fabio Galamini comes into the pits, and that will be everybody done with their pit stops. Hmm. 25 minutes of the race to go. Still a relatively close battle. Philip Hines in there fighting with the lone Aston Martin of Shortcut Racing. Sven Maviki into the pits. And I'm not sure it is... not sure he wanted to be in the pits. It's Philip Hines. Possibly quicker. Ooh, what's happened to Tim Sieb? He is way off the track and he's going to have to rejoin quite quietly here. As that is Cop's corner that he was off at. Philip Hines still in the slipstream of Tim Meyer. Though, being in the slipstream of the Aston Martin is like driving side by side with a regular car. You just can't get close to it. Can't get close to the back of that Aston Martin, especially because it has minus 14 kilograms, and it's an absolute rocket down the straight. You could even hear the afterburners going off just a little bit over there. As Tamaya, because he's in the slipstream, gaining 4/10 on Philip Hines behind. Tamaya, though, himself doing a good job here to catch up to Fabio Gallamini. And he might be going for a move. Good thinking, though. Good last minute thinking. Not wanting to put himself at danger. But now he's put himself at danger of Philip Hines round the outside. And that is a beautiful move from Philip Hines. Absolutely dancing around the outside. And Tamaya left in the dust. Whenever I want to go to this battle, it continues going stale. Serplug and Christoph. Serplug still in there. This is probably the closest battle for P2 we've had in quite some time. He's not letting that position go at all. Just what we like to see. And Serplug just losing a little bit of time there, unfortunately, to the back of Christoph. There's Tim Sieb coming into the pits, and I wonder if it's a drive-through, and unfortunately for him it is. And he's going to have to lose all of those positions that he worked so hard for in qualifying and in the race. And it's not a good ending for Tim Sieb. Dries still on a move. And this time he's back behind Andrew Priatko. Or was that somebody else who's behind Andrew Piatko? Anyway, Andrew Piatko having a good season. But Dries not having a good race. I know that was a huge delay. I was just blowing my nose there. But Sir Plug, he's back at it. And there was contact between the two of them. And Sir Plug looking a little bit more feisty in the second stage of this race. As look at that, Christoph just shutting the door on him. Not letting him by at all. Sir Plug now will try and dance round the outside of the final corner. He definitely hesitated there a little bit. He did not want to go into the side as Christoph going very, very wide. And Sir Plug clenching on to that place, and that is P2 in the bag for now, as 15 minutes to go off this race. What more could these guys get up to? Who else? Dries still in the battle with the fellow McLaren, though I'm pretty sure you can say that for all the McLarens. They're all fighting with other McLarens. Nevertheless, inter-manufacturer fight. How's Abe? He's 10 seconds ahead of Sir Plug, so not doing too great this race, but he's still hanging in there. Damn it. Hope he gets a podium, indeed. Yeah, he'll be lucky if he's in the top 3, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure top 5 is in there, and the chance for a win, I mean, if he wins, then he is going to be the winner of this race, you know, I no doubt about that one. Dries Verhulst 3/10 away. The track looking. Oh, I thought Andrew Priatko was gonna let Dries Verhulst by there. He's not. Track is cooling down, but I don't think we're really seeing that at all. Oh, big sideways there for Dries Verhulst. Very much. I gotta clip that last quote. If he wins the race, he's gonna win indeed. I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Oh! Well, that's a twist of events. Let's have a look at the replay. Is there far chase? There is far chase. We go far chase with Dries for the host. Fighting with... Oh. Oh, that's a sneaky one. Oh, that's a very sneaky one. Very much. Okay. Oh, and... Oh my god, what's happened between these two now? A collision between Andrew Priatko and Kanahara Hutama. It's all kicking out. It's all kicking off, not out. Oh, okay. I thought that was somebody sideways. It's all kicking off in the final bit of this race. The final 6th of this race. About, what is that? 24 divided by 5. Oh, that doesn't work. It's about 4 point something laps per 10 minutes. We'll just round it up to 5. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to end at 30 laps. Maybe. Could be 29. Could be close. It all depends on how quick Abe is. If Abe is quick enough, he might be able to end it on 30. Not really much to say anymore. The race is very much it's pretty much settled, I think. Although, don't leave yet, obviously. Still, maybe some things to come along. Who knows? Maybe more discussions about iRacing, which are obviously very fun. Oh. There's a bunch of tracks which I'd love to try out in multi-class racing, like full-on multi-class racing. GT3, GT4, and MX5. I think that's the... I think, you know... I hope nobody really takes that idea because I love it. I think it's mine. I think it's mine. But if we go tracks... Ooh... What is the centripetal? Oh my god. That is a horrible track. Why does this exist? Concord Speedway? Oh my god. Why does this exist? This looks horrible. Jesus. No. Right. No more ovals. Oh, yeah. Virginia International Raceway with GT3, GT4, and MX5. You heard it here first. Or even Alton Park. Oh, no. Alton Park with GT3s. Maybe Okayama. Okayama looks the normalest to do it at. Spa, obviously, but... Come on, everybody does Spa. Not really that fun, is it? Lime Rock and Summit Point. Summit Point is amazing for GT3s. I've done it. Beautiful. I've not done it for GT4s. I've done it for MX5s. I don't know, man. Yeah, Virginia or Road America, indeed. Road America is fun. I'm just really trash at it. Virginia, I love, and I'm good at it. Okayama is also fun. All of the tracks are fun, apart from, like... Actually, I don't know. What track isn't fun on the game? Oh, Oran Park is a very weird track. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. Well, what I am a big fan of is fights on track. Fabio Gallimini getting closer to the back of Andrew Priatko. Obviously, Andrew Priatko in a bit of a state. He's got quite a lot of damage on that car. And I think it will be job done quite quickly for Fabio Gallimini here. So will it be for Philip Hines as well, as I think Andrew Priatko knows what's going to happen here. And Fabio Gallimini able... No, not yet actually. Not able to overtake that easily. Andrew Priatko hanging in there. Oh, rear-ended again. And Philip Hines, though, able to overtake Fabio Gallimini as a result of that. So, karma, maybe a little bit. Oh, now my PC's decided to do the same thing. Halfway stuttering. Philip Hines. Still trying to go round the outside there. Nope, my PC's going again. I should not have iRacing open at the same time. Philip Hines now ahead. Philip Hines is now ahead. So is Fabio Gallimini. Will he be ahead? Ooh, I'm not sure. It's very hard to say if he's going to be ahead yet. He's still going side by side. He's still not ahead. And he is just struggling to get ahead of Andrew Priatko here. He's not having a fun time. Not having a fun time. Fabio Gallimini round the outside, trying to make the move. This is the corner where he rear-ended Andrew Priatko. This time not able to go for it. And Gallimini now back ahead of Andrew Priatko, and not much that Andrew Priatko is able to do to take that back as the race nears its finish. And is it a final lap? Are we on the final lap? If so, I mean, let's get on board with Abe. You know, some say it might bring bad luck. I'd say we're just doing a nice little parade lap. Is it the final lap though? He's done a 58 last lap. He's currently on target to do a 58 as well, and he needs to cross the line in 156. So I think that's going to be the end of this race for Abe. And that'll be the end of the race for everybody behind. So Andrew Priatko, for example, will not be able to fight on anymore with Fabio Gallimini. And I think Abe Santama taking the race win yet again on... Yes, he does. On Silverstone. Serd Plug in the Honda. Oh, hear that Honda? That is a crisp and quiet sound. He takes P2. Christoph takes P3. Oliver Ewig will be taking P4 in just a little while. And actually, nobody got lapped this race. That is a moment in history. Nobody got lapped this race. How cool is that? Oliver Ewig gonna take P4. Behind him, Dries Verhulst will be taking P5. Unlucky race for him, but he has to take what is taking, and his mechanics hate him. Ganahari Hutama takes P6 in this race. There's Philip Hines behind him, will be finishing in P7. Tim Sieb fighting side by side with Tim Meyer. It's the battle of Tims yet again. Tim Sieb going a little bit off the track there, as Tim Sieb trying to get into the top 10 for Blue Hawk Racing. Rounding outside. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to do much there at all. He's going to have to settle for 11th place. That's very, very close though. 2 tenths between them. Lars Buis is last across the line, and he's going to cross it in 12th. And that is the end of this race. Indeed it is. And, well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then do like and subscribe, as it's a free way to support us, and it shows that you liked this commentary and you liked the race, or you didn't. And overall, we'll hope to see you around and back next week for the final race of the multi-class and the penultimate race of the sprint season, and maybe more iRacing content. Who knows? Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all next